Good. Well, this could be interesting. Okay, so I'm in the other opposite end of the house from the Wi-Fi, so this should be interesting. Hence the new background. But you already know why there's a new background, because my brother's in for a visit. So if you hear anything interesting in the background, I'm a whole lot closer to the kitchen for starters, and two, there is an extra person in the house. So the cats are all freaked out and everything. But, this is what it is. We got a shorty today. It is October 28th. Our title is Fear and Doubt, and our author is Helen Zagat, and this is from Prayers of Praise from 1959. All right. Fear and doubt. Even though I cannot see the way, I do not let fear conquer me, nor do I succumb to doubts. I give myself to Spirit, that Spirit may have its mighty way in me. I have faith in God. I have faith in the perfect action of the divine creative law. And so I do what my hands find to do with quiet courage. This is true praise of God. I trust the unfailing activity of divine wisdom. I rest in the peace of divine love. This is my praise, O God. Lead and I follow unwaveringly. This praise enlivens all aspects of my life and radiates into my world. I rejoice in the presence ever within me. All right, so a couple of things. One, when she says, so I do what my hands find to do with quiet courage, that's a definition of patience. All right. So, because we talk about patience on a somewhat regular basis, and you know how they talk about patience being a virtue, and I joke patience is a virtue. It's not one of mine. And yet, what I figured out is that patience is an attitude. It's doing what my hands find to do with quiet courage while I'm waiting for something else to happen. Okay, the other thing I want to go back to is she says, perfect action of divine creative law. Perfect can be a trigger word for some people, and I want to remind you that perfect doesn't mean flawless. It means whole. So, if perfect is a word that makes you a little, crazy, then I want to remind you, it doesn't necessarily mean what you think it means. Okay. So, even though I cannot see the way, I do not let fear conquer me. Everybody has a quote about fear. I think Martin Luther King's most famous one is Maya Angelou has quoted it as well, is being willing to take the first step even when you can't see the whole staircase. You're never gonna get where you want to be if you're afraid to move in any direction. And yet I understand that change is painful, but sometimes the pain of remaining where you are, that's when we change. It's when the pain of remaining where we are is greater than the pain of change. And so what she's reminding us is that it'll be okay in the end. And if it's not okay, it's not the end. And that we're not doing it by ourselves. We are not doing it by ourselves. We are letting, what did she say? Spirit have its mighty way within me. So one, Spirit's got your back. And two, you have a whole community that will help you and support you through the change. So when fear does overtake you, and it happens, no judgment from me, because I have those moments too, that you can turn within and go to the source of your own being. And as she said, do the work that my hands find to do. Go do something else. Go do something creative, or go do something that supports you, that doesn't support the fear, or go talk to somebody. There are all these people that you can talk to. You can talk to your friends, you can talk to your family, you can talk to practitioners, you can talk to ministers, you can talk to therapists. So if you find yourself running with a lot of fear and doubt. And one of the best things is, because a lot of times people will come to practitioners and they don't know what they want. They just know what they don't. And so it's like, okay, well, flip it on its head. What's the opposite? What's the opposite? And focus on that. So, like I said, it's a short one today, which is good. Tomorrow's going to be a long one, but tomorrow's going to happen tomorrow night, not in the morning. I'm going to go run and play tomorrow morning. I'm not even going to go to the service. I know. I take one Sunday off every now and again. This is going to be mine. So, all right. I give myself to Spirit, that Spirit may have its mighty way in me. I have faith in God. I have faith in the perfect action of divine creative law. And I want to remind you, the law doesn't judge. Okay? God doesn't judge. Spirit doesn't judge. The law doesn't judge. The law simply says yes. Which is why frequently we ask for things and then we get them and then we're surprised. It's like, but I didn't really want that. But you asked for it. Why did you ask for it? And that may be a better question to ask yourself. Well, why did I ask for that? What made me think I wanted that? Sometimes it's because we're trying to keep up with what is it, the Joneses. I was reading a website and it said there are no Joneses. It's like, stop trying to keep up with the Joneses. They don't exist. All right. I trust the unfailing activity of divine wisdom. I trust in the unfailing activity of divine. Not that I'm not, it's like, okay, I can fail. And when I do, I pick myself back up. But the divine wisdom, that's never going to fail. And so when I make a mistake, then I can go back to the divine wisdom and say, show me. And then I'm obligated to listen. If you ask God to show you, God will. You just got to pay attention. So, all right. I rest in the peace of divine love. This is my praise. Oh God, lead and I follow unwaveringly. How many of us can say that? How many of us can say that? How many of us are willing to say, lead and I will follow unwaveringly? You want a mission today? There it is. There it is. The mission today, should we choose to accept it, is to turn to God and say, lead, and I will follow unwaveringly. Okay? And then we got to follow through on it. And yes, it might be scary. But I think it'll be so amazing in the end that it'll be worth the scare. Because that's what she's talking about. She's talking about fear and doubt. The definition of courage is not fearless. The definition of courage is being afraid and doing it anyway. That's courage. So that's the mission today. All right. So the other mission is the same mission I give you every day, which is to do something loving for yourself, do something kind for yourself, do something compassionate for yourself. That is the spiritual practice of self-care. Now, I've been talking about, one of my suggestions has been vacation. Well, guess what? I'm on vacation. I'm still doing this job because I love this and I do this as much for myself as I do it for anybody that watches and listens later, because this feeds my soul. But I am on vacation. I am going to rest. I'm gonna hang out and do a whole lot of nothing, and it's gonna be good. I mean, yes, I have some obligations that I got to take care of. So, but I'm gonna go play and rest and maybe take a nap or two. You know me, big believer in nap. What is the spiritual practice of self-care look like? It looks like taking a deep breath before you speak. It looks like taking a walk. It looks like taking a nap. It looks like taking a break. It looks like putting it down, walking away from it, and coming back when you're in a better frame of mind. It looks like doing the work that our hands find to do, but it also looks like not going and looking for something to do just because. I'm going to remind you what Amit Goswami says. Dr. Amit Goswami says, we are human beings, not human doings. You are allowed to rest. So, and that's part of that spiritual practice. I'm also going to remind you to eat dessert first, which reminds me I have baklava in the fridge. And maybe I'll eat that for breakfast. Because you know me, I believe chocolate is the first step to fixing anything. But I also want to remind you that what I finally figured out when I say eat dessert first, what I mean is don't save the good stuff. None of us know how long we've got. Don't save the good stuff. Go ahead and go out of your way to make the ordinary extraordinary a little more often. Use the fancy dishware, glassware, and silverware on a Tuesday. or a Wednesday, or a Thursday, a day that you wouldn't normally, a day that's not a holiday or a birthday or something like that. Use it on one of the, just, wear the fancy clothes, eat the fancy foods more often. Write in the fancy notebooks. Burn those candles that you bought that look so pretty and smell so good before they get sticky and don't smell the way they used to when you bought them, okay? Do that now. And I want you to practice on yourself for very important reasons. One, I'm encouraging you to create a habit. If your first response to anything is loving, kind, and compassionate, then things are going to be a whole lot easier for you and everybody else. It's a way to make the world that works for everybody. You are your own best test subject. But most important, you're a beloved child of God. And you deserve your own love. You deserve your own kindness. You deserve your own compassion. Practice on yourself. All right. The rest of the suggestions are the basic ones. Do something to engage your mind and body. I had a nice long walk in the park today. Rita's making her cat meow. I had a nice long walk in the park today. So, which also means that I got plenty of sunlight. That between that 7 to 9 time that I talk about, that is a great time to get your vitamin D. It helps to reset those circadian rhythms. You will have more energy during the day. You will feel better. You'll sleep better at night. Try it. And then I know I skipped the plenty of water, but don't worry. I'm going to go back. Hydration is super important. That's one of the things I have to make sure that I do this week is to hydrate, because I drink a lot of water at work, and I'm not going to be at work for weeks. So just got to make sure I drink that plenty of water. Hydrate. Your brain works better, your body works better, your skin looks better. Whatever I can get you to do to hydrate, super important. All right. And then the last one is my Ernest Holmes quote. Where are you going, baby? Come here. Open the windows of your soul. Allow the breath of heaven to remind you, you do live in heaven right here, right now. It's all around you all the time, because it's a state of mind. It's a state of consciousness. When you learn that it's a state of mind that you get to create, heaven ceases to be a place you have to get to and can become any place you are. Once you learn that, it's a state of grace. Nobody can take it away from you. Nobody can take it away from you. And heaven can become any place you are, and that makes it a superpower. Right? Super cool. So practice on yourself. And when I say open the windows of your soul, I talked the other day about the 3 books. The Book of Nature. That's one of the reasons why I like to go to the park and walk. It's one of the reasons why I throw peanuts to squirrels and blue jays. It's to get out there and get involved in the cycles of nature. But it means reading, sacred literature. It means listening to music, whatever invokes both thought and feeling in you, that opens the windows of your soul. And you can always take Emma Curtis Hopkins' advice, look for the good and praise it. Okay. Honestly, science will tell you the best way to change a grumpy mood: count your blessings, random acts of kindness, volunteer work. It works. I have tried it. I know. So, do what you got to do. All right. Social media. We are Creative Life Spiritual Center, Creative Life Spark. I'm the running Rev Ryan on the social medias that I am on. I commend them to you. As I like to say, there are hours of videos, hours of content on both of the Facebook pages, including, I found out that there wasn't an Audible version of this thing called You. So there is now, and it's on both of those YouTube channels. And you can listen chapter by chapter. So if there's something and there's no commentary, I just read the book. So there's that. All right. Email info@creativelife.org if you want to get on the constant contact. Those hot links are hot, and it's a real person doing it. You're going to get 1 email a week. You're not going to get overwhelmed. So if it says click here now, it'll take you right to the information you want, or the person that can help you get it. Okay. And forward march. I get to encourage you to have a great day, a wondrous day, a fantastic day, a magical day, an enchanted day, a wonderful day, an awesome day, an amazing day, a unwavering day, a find things for your hands to do day, a rest day, a vacation day, a enjoy the cat purr day, a catter day, a take a nap day, a get stuff done day, a don't put it off any longer day, a good day. And if that is too much pressure, simply have a day. You are enough, just as you are. You're a beloved child of God in whom God is well pleased and well represented. You are a brilliant light, a divine spark. You are spirit in motion. You are God in action. Or as Reverend Jesse likes to call us, you're a godling. All right? Know the truth of your being. If you don't know the truth of your being, explore the truth of your being. Peel back the layers of who you have been told you are and get to know who God knows you to be. Because I can promise that that person is really good and really cool. So peel it all off. Peel it all off. You get to go to God and say, show me who I am. But then you have to listen. All right. Reverend David will be on around 5 p.m. with you today. I will not be on at 9 a.m. tomorrow, but I will get this done tomorrow. I will do it tomorrow night. There will be a service for you. That will happen without me. It'll be good. So take care of yourself. Know that you are loved. And yes, while I'm on vacation, I will do this regularly scheduled. I'll try and keep to the 9 o'clock hour. All right. Take care of yourself. Know that you're loved. And I will see you next time.